Hispanos, I'm Bob My Money, and welcome to a special weekend update of what I think is going to happen to the S&P 500 in the next couple days. We're going to start this update with a clip I posted last weekend of what I thought was going to happen this week to see what I thought happened last weekend actually unfolded this week. For me, if I saw this on a 2000 tick chart, I would not be looking for a long trade here. I would still be looking for a short trade. And so even if we do break above Friday's high, which will create the fail second entry short, I would actually wait for that short or that long, that trap, what we call a trap, to fail and reverse the market to make a new low, because I'm still expecting a new low here of some sorts. So we can see that I predicted if we broke a previous candle's high, that would trigger the trap, but I thought the trap was going to fail and actually continue the downtrend. Now let's look at the daily charts right now to see if that actually unfolded this week. This is the daily chart right now, and we can see that what I predicted last weekend actually happened almost to the T. What did I predict last weekend? I said that if we broke the previous candle's high, that we would trigger the trap, and a lot of traders may trade that trap to go long, especially if you're a swing trader. But I predicted even if we broke this previous candle's high to trigger that trap, that we would reverse that trap because we're still looking for a new low. Now, what am I talking about here about traps, especially for those who are new here? Well, there's a certain setup we look for every single day on the emini. We look for two-legged pullbacks. Here we have a two-legged pullback. We call this the first pullback, first entry, second pullback, and this is the second entry. And we typically like to enter this setup right here. But what we can see here is that this setup actually does trigger, but instead of continuing the downtrend, the market decides to make one more push up, trapping some of these traders down here. Now, the funny thing is, let's say that you went short here for a swing trade. If we look very, very closely, if you were to take this trade, you would put your stop loss one tick above this candle high and get stopped out if we break that high. If we look very closely, we can see that if I put a line here right at that high, that we actually missed that pivot high, right? We didn't break above it. We missed about a point. And when we're talking about a $4,580 product, 1 point is amazing, amazing precision. So you actually will still be in a swing trade to go short here. And I mentioned that if we broke this high, what I actually would be looking for is not to go long, but wait for this trap to fail and reverse again, so you have a failed trap trade. Now, why was I looking for a failed trap trade? Well, it's because of price action. When we look at this chart, we see that this is the first break of this trend, and typically what we like to wait for after first break of trend, or even this small moving average gap right here, this is what we call a minor trend reversal. Now, most institutions, most traders do not feel comfortable in trading minor trend reversals, especially on reversal trades. What they'll feel way more comfortable in is a major trend reversal. A major trend reversal will only happen after a minor trend reversal triggers, which is what we have here with this moving average gap or even this break of trend. And we see here that we need to make a new low in order to create the setup for a major trend reversal. And so most traders are now waiting for a new low, especially when this trap triggers and then reverses and fails. So we have a failed trap here. My first thought was we're going to make a new low because we're still looking for that. Now, is that 100%? Nothing's 100% in trading, but seeing the charts every single day and seeing these setups hundreds of times, it's almost predictable on what's going to happen according to this price action. We're going to have first break a trend and make a new low, and that's what I will anticipate. Now, will that happen exactly? I'm not sure, but typically what happens after a break of trend, you get some sort of two-legged move to the downside, and here is when we are going to start looking for a major trend reversal. But right now, according to the price action, it seems like we're going to have one more push down, breaking this pivot low before the market considers making a major trend reversal. That's it for the weekend update. Hopefully it has been helpful for you. And if it has, make sure you scalp that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe, because I stream every single day on the emini at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. But sometimes I release videos out like this, especially when I think the S&P 500 is going to make some big moves or big reversals, such as what I think is going to happen in the next couple days. As always, happy trading and God bless. Bye.